These beauties cost 19 cents each to make. I mean, look at them. I can't stop drooling. Dunkin Donuts and Timmy's? I think you're in trouble. So I went to get donuts the other day, and for a batch of 8 donuts, I think I landed around $12, taxes in. And taste-wise, I was very disappointed. They felt too sugary and almost like stale bread. So let's see if we can do any better today. And stick till the end, cause there's a twist to these donuts you won't expect. To begin with, in a bowl, you're going to add 60 milliliters of lukewarm milk, 60 milliliters of lukewarm water, along with 1 whole egg. Then 25 grams of granulated sugar and 5 grams of yeast. Make sure the wet mix is around 95 degrees Fahrenheit to 105 so that you don't kill the yeast. Grab a whisk and incorporate everything together and make sure there's no lumps. You're going to let that sit at room temperature for 5 to 10 minutes or until it builds up volume and gets frothy just like this. Next, pull out your stand mixer. To the wet mix, you're going to add 250 grams of all-purpose white flour. Add your hook attachment and set it to mix for 5 to 10 minutes on medium speed. You could totally do that without the stand mixer. Just use a wooden spoon or spatula. Occasionally, scrape down the sides with a spatula. Then once the dough reaches a consistency like this, you're going to add 30 grams of softened butter and let it knead for another 8 to 10 minutes. Be patient, it's going to come together. So once the dough is formed, you're going to end up with something like that. Next, knead it by hand for 2 to 3 minutes. Take it out, and while folding the edges, you're going to shape it into a nice smooth dough ball. If the dough is a bit sticky, use the quick pull away method and it should be just fine. Drop it into a clean bowl and make sure it's large enough to give the dough space to grow. Cover it with some cling film and set it to proof for 2 hours or until it has doubled in size in a warm spot. You could also use your oven to proof it. Just turn on the light and chuck it in. It's going to create the perfect environment for the dough to grow. Some also have the proofing functionality like mine and maintains the temperature at around 90 degrees Fahrenheit for your dough to grow and turn into a big ball.
Yeah, boy.
So 2 hours later, take out the bowl, and as you see, it has doubled in size. Punch it and release the air. Take out your dough, dust your working surface with some flour. Drop the dough and sprinkle some flour on top and knead for 1 to 2 minutes. This is very important. Take your time as this will give the dough the right structure. You're then going to flatten and spread out the dough so that the thickness is about half to 1 inch. I couldn't find my dough cutter, so I'm using this bowl which looks about the right size to cut some donuts. This was oddly satisfying to do and I have no explanation to it. Don't throw the excess though, we can knead it again and reuse it. I hope you didn't think I'd throw it out. For the center hole, I found a cap. You gotta be resourceful sometimes in the kitchen. And I don't want to say that I lost a new dough cutter set that I just bought. Then transfer them to a tray lined with parchment paper. Try to be gentle so that you don't ruin the donut shape you worked so hard to get. And repeat the process with the rest of your dough. Then cover them with a cloth and let them proof for another 45 minutes. Now here's a twist. These donuts aren't going to be baked or fried in oil. They're going into the air fryer. Yes, you heard it right. Pretty healthy, eh? So you're going to air fry them at 395 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 minutes per side. In the meanwhile, we're going to prepare a quick chocolate glaze with 30 grams of melted butter, 1 cup of powdered sugar, half a cup of cocoa powder. Drizzle 4 tablespoons of warm milk while whisking gradually to obtain a smooth consistency like this, and again, no lumps. Does anyone else do this, sitting at the oven or an air fryer watching stuff cook? And that should be right in time to flip your donuts. I am already salivating. The hardest part of this recipe is to wait, and in they go for another 4 minutes. Once golden brown and delicious, take your donuts out and let it cool off for a few minutes. And bring on the glaze. So you're going to dip one side and swirl it around like this to get an even coating on top. Look at that! How can I maintain a serious face with that? I kept fighting the urge of hogging on these donuts all the time while glazing. The good thing about making your own donuts, you can go crazy with your glaze and fillings. Personally, I love the almond chocolate donut. So after the glaze, I'm going to drop them immediately into some toasted almonds so that they stick to the glaze. Oh wow. And there you have some out of this world donuts made at home. Want one? Stick around, we're going to do a taste test, but let's get into the numbers. So to make these donuts, I used milk, water, sugar, yeast, egg, all-purpose flour, butter, and including the ingredients for the chocolate glaze, it brought us to $1.20, which is 19 cents per donut. Plus, they taste better and are healthier too. Ooh mama, these air-fried donuts are killers. Dunkin Donuts and Tim Hortons? It's okay, you can retire, boys. Oh man, I can't wait no more, let's have one. The guilt stare. But meh, let's just bite in. Wow, look at how airy and fluffy they are. Plus the perfect chew. Wow. Subscribe, love you, see you next time.